National Unity Platform candidate, Elias Nalukoola, has been declared winner of the Kawempe North MP by-election after beating 9 other contenders for the seat. Nalukoola garnered 17,764 votes, followed by the NRM's Farida Nambi, who got 8,593 votes. This seat fell vacant following the death of MP Mohammed Sejirinya in January. One of the independent candidates, Hanifa Karadi, came in third position with 381 votes, while the FDC candidate, musician Sadat Muchibi, trailed with 239 votes. The returning officer, Henry Makabai, said at least 15 polling stations did not submit their tally results. 6 of the affected polling stations reported to the Electoral Commission that voting materials, including the ballot papers, had been destroyed by some individuals before tallying of results. The result announcement brings to a conclusion a bruising and tense contest between the NUP and the NRM parties, which was characterized by brute violence and clashes between security forces and opposition party officials and their supporters. Most notably, however, was the indiscriminate use of force by the security, where journalists were targeted and brutally assaulted in the line of duty. The Inspector General of Government, Betty Kamya, has raised concern over the low number of civil servants and political leaders who have not yet declared their assets as required by law. Kamya made these remarks while receiving her own declaration of asset forms from the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among, and submitting her own declaration in the same meeting. Only 37% of the required political leaders and civil servants have complied with the declaration process, with the deadline set for the 31st of this month. According to the IGG, the law mandates civil servants and political leaders to declare their assets every 2 years.
The IG's appreciation to members of parliament because they're actively engaging the system. And please encourage those who have not declared to do so ASAP, not to wait until the end, because the system can get clogged and one might find themselves time barred. The consequences of not declaration can have dire repercussions, including removal from office and dismissal from work. The Inspectorate of Government staff are available to provide support to the leaders that may need technical guidance on how to use the system.
The Uganda Communications Commission has suspended Pearl FM, a local radio station, for allegedly airing content that violates the minimum broadcasting standards. According to a statement released by the Executive Director, Nyombi Tembo, a Pearl FM program broadcast content containing unverified reports about events unfolding in Kawempe as voters prepared for the Kawempe North election. A presenter allegedly claimed that vote rigging and ballot stuffing were occurring in multiple areas in Kawempe. UCC stated that the program contained sensational and unsubstantiated claims, was alarmist, and had the potential to incite violence. According to Nyombi, the presenter reportedly disseminated inaccurate, misleading, and distorted information, failing to distinguish between comments, conjecture, and facts. UCC has directed Pearl FM to immediately suspend all its broadcasting services until the UCC completes its investigation and ensures sufficient safeguards are in place to prevent further breaches. President Yoweri Museveni has met with opposition leaders from Acholi. Both sides have agreed to put aside political differences and work together to tackle poverty and drive socio-economic transformation in the sub-region. The meeting marked a turning point as members of parliament representing different political affiliations expressed their commitment to collaborating with the government for the betterment of Acholi. The president emphasized the importance of unity over revenge, recalling how the collapse of Idi Amin's regime in 1979 led to unfair targeting of West Nile people, forcing over 500,000 of them into exile. The opposition leaders, led by Okin Ojara, Member of Parliament for Chua West, and a member of the FDC, while presenting their memorandum, emphasized their commitment to putting aside political differences and working collectively for the betterment of Acholi sub-region. Ojara revealed that 10 opposition MPs from Acholi have formed a platform dubbed Operation Harmony, a collective effort to put aside political differences and work towards the betterment of their people. Several business owners in Luwero Town Council are grappling with losses due to persistent power blackouts as UMEME Limited scales down operations ahead of its scheduled exit. UMEME's 20-year contract as Uganda's electricity distributor ends on the 31st of March, after which the government will transfer full responsibility to the Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited starting on the 1st of April. In preparation for this transition, UMEME has closed its local office at Kaludo Complex in Luwero and shifted all services to its main office in Bombo Town Council. However, the transition has been marred by frequent blackouts, severely impacting businesses and essential services. For the past 2 months, different parts of Luwero have experienced erratic power supply, with outages lasting between 2 to 6 hours per day or none at all. Some areas have been completely without power for 3 consecutive days. UMEME has attributed the outages to faulty transformers and power lines, but these have yet to be replaced. The worst hit businesses include grain millers, coffee processors, welders, carpentry workshops, juice vendors, Luwero Hospital, and the National Water and Sewerage Corporation. For more stories and the latest updates, log on to sinufm.com.